And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special episode of Simply Awesome Podcast. We're back, year 2024.
Yes,
How's everybody
sir.
feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great, man. Another year, baby.
Yes, sir. Cole's Royal, hashtag Poppy. This is Simply Awesome Podcast. We're here to give you guys much content here in the year 2024. I'm excited, ecstatic. This is a new year. I feel like some great things are going to happen. We already have seen a few things started to pop already. We've only been essentially 4 days in, and it's been so far it's been
Interesting. Let's say that. Interesting.
non-stop action packed. So
Yeah.
um, I want to thank of course all our viewers from all overseas and everywhere, man. Thank you guys for sticking out with us. Promise this year is going to be more content being dropped, and more consistency, I'll say. Definitely excited to get this podcast off. It's been a lot that's been going on recently. New Year's resolutions for you, Royal. Any
No, I ain't got no resolution,
goals?
brother.
No.
I try to prove every day. That's it. I don't do this resolution though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, same here. I'm trying to of course keep on pushing through, see what else this year, has in store for us, and
Yeah.
um see what else we could do to contribute to the culture.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, man. Let's get into some topics, man. What's been going on?
Uh we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go with one of the things that just happened. All right, so if you pay attention to like the last couple hours on Twitter, I guess it was the last day or two, whenever you watch this, there was a sentencing in Las Vegas where a man was getting sentenced and the judge was saying some slick shit on the and she was sentencing him. And he said, fuck this shit, and leapt over the bench, beat the hell out the judge, and then beat the fuck out the damn bailiff too. And everybody talking about the guy in the background was swinging like a little girl. We see a video, you see the dude in the
My
black suit
God.
with the overhead swinging. It was hilarious. I'm sorry, it's not funny because the judge got hurt and everything else, but the shit was hilarious. Like, dude leaped
I
over
mean,
the. If you see how tall a judge podium is, how the hell he leaped that high over there and get the judge? Like
hey, man, he wanted to get to it.
he had hops.
He had hops, man,
And
and
he took that judge down to the best way
it's not funny because the judge is a woman, but at the same token,
he
like
beat her ass. That was
she had ample time to get out the way.
she did dodge, but hey man. Everybody got quit.
Like how you not see that coming from a mile away, and not to think, oh, let me swerve this real quick, and
And
not.
what the fuck were the bailiffs doing? Like, how is 12 of y'all in there? None of y'all got this man fast enough.
Yeah,
Like, none of y'all.
and before he charged her, he sounded mad aggressive.
He was
He
like,
sounded mad aggressive, like he was going to do something.
he was. And the
So,
crazy
and
thing
which
is,
he did.
he got charged with aggravated assault, and then he assaulted the judge with a sexual. Like, what's
He
going
never
on?
getting
Like,
out. I don't know.
dude, the
Like,
crash dummy. Dude is
he
a
ain't
crash
getting
dummy.
out
I don't understand it.
for a
I don't
long time.
understand it. All I know is it couldn't be me though. It could not be me.
No. So they denied was bail. They
Ain't no
denied
damn
probation.
bail. He beat the
I mean,
fucking judge. Ain't
no,
no goddamn bail.
I'm saying the reason why he charged her because he was
Yeah,
denied,
they
I think,
denied
a
bail for his
probation or something.
charges or something. Yeah,
Man, he ain't never getting out. That's
that boy,
crazy.
he wanted to be in jail. He had to be. He had to want to be in jail because ain't no goddamn way he would crash out with a damn judge
That's
on
crazy.
video in a damn court. That's crazy.
The only time I could see somebody jumping over there is if probably over child support. Like you gotta pay a absorbent amount of child support
Oh man,
payments,
you keep your answer where you're supposed
and
to be at, man.
that's the only time I probably see somebody jumping over there and
Boy,
attacking the judge. But or I mean,
boy,
or
leave the
people who
judges
just really
alone,
don't
bro. Leave the
care.
judges alone.
Apparently, he didn't care. No
He a
fucks was
crash
given.
dummy. Of course he ain't
Yeah,
care. He
no
crash
fucks was
dummy.
given. That was the first time I've ever seen anything like that.
I see that show. I was like Troy Polamalu. It was like I was like,
Yes, he
God
should
damn.
have. You should have been doing that.
I was like, God damn, bro. I'm like, come on, that's ridiculous. That's freaking ridiculous.
He sprung. He was shot out of a cannon.
He leapfrogged
That's
on that shit. He leapfrogged on
oh,
that
believe
shit.
me, he has a lot of time to think about what he has done.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, you know,
All right, let's go to the next thing. Oh yeah, there let's go to some video game stuff. There's 13-year-old just beat a world record, beat Tetris for the first time ever. He's the first person to ever beat Tetris. If you ever play Tetris, you know Tetris technically never ends unless you break the game where it actually stops moving. This 13-year-old kid actually beat the game where it stopped moving, like it literally stopped, like it crashed.
but
That's impressive for damn near 40-year-old game. That it took till now, 20 like late 2023, early 2024, for someone to beat Tetris.
but I mean, is it really him beating it if there's like a bug in the game?
It's not a bug. That's the only way you can let you beat it because it's unending. The only way you're gonna beat the game is if you beat the game. Like the game literally has to stop for you to beat it. And no one ever actually did that. Every other time, like it'll crash. This wasn't a crash. This is a game that stopped. Like, all right, done. That's it.
So the
No more
pieces just
pizzas needed.
stop coming. So they'll
Yeah,
just like
stop coming. That's it. That's it. Make it so all the pieces came right and it just stopped. And most of the time, if it's a crash, it'll crash the whole thing. They'll stop everything. But that's what they made it to the highest level. Had everything like scored 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, and it was it. It was over. No, he's like playing,
yeah,
playing, playing. It was done.
lot of time and that's a lot of dedication.
That's
Hope he
that's
got
a
paid for that.
that's huge.
Hope he get paid for that. No,
That's huge because
no.
think about it, it's damn near 40 years later, and that game just got beat officially. Like they have Halo, they have Tetris tournaments like every year. They have game contests, all this other stuff. But it took all this time for it to officially be beat. Think about all
Yeah,
the
because
thousands
I
and
mean
thousands of
it
players that
takes.
play the game.
I mean there's a lot of hand-eye coordination, especially with that game in
Yes,
terms of like having to actually place these pieces to make them fit
yeah.
constantly,
Like
and
people
you
made
might
a
not even
new
get the perfect piece.
they literally made a new way to play called rolling where you set the controller aside, put the thumb on there, you tap the back of that joint just to roll the damn pieces quick enough. And they literally had to do a whole new controller setup just to play the game fast enough to try and get the shit.
Uh,
Congrats to that young
man,
man, man. Congrats to that young man.
shout out to that young man.
What? Oh wow. Okay, so we got some news about President Trump. Uh Apparently China spent over $5.5 million as properties when he was in office.
Sounds about right.
That's a lot of money to spend at Trump properties.
Yeah, what you think? Of course, of course, of course. Why wouldn't they not? They're trying to, to spy on U.S.
Yeah,
on our government system. So that's why we had to shoot down the balloons and all this and third. You talking about Trump hoarding all these documents and other things that he's done sold from the White House. So
that's true. That's true.
it kind of makes sense.
That's true. That's some crazy stuff. That's some
Yeah,
crazy
you got
stuff.
to piece that one together.
Oh, former President Trump was trying to appeal the ballot access, trying to get back on the Colorado ballot.
Oh yeah,
I don't think it's gonna work.
he's trying to. I mean, Lord, do you think he'll be successful, or you think he's gonna
Nah,
say no?
I think they'll keep him off the ballot. I think they'll keep him off the ballot. Let me see. Is there another story? Oh, got that. Oh, 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 the Rico case. The Trump Georgia Rico case. God, I forgot about that. Hold up. One of Trump trusted advisors about to get caught in that Rico, Georgia. It's a Trump
What
vet.
was Rico?
Roger Stone busted on tape. Yo, busted on tape. He's apparently he was telling President Trump to deploy military for the insurrection on January 6th. Everybody caught that damn Rico. God, that's crazy, bro. This is crazy. Ooh, these charges wild, man. These people was going
So
down.
wait a minute. When is this? People was part of the insurrection?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, deploy the military, go ahead and get them out there, go ahead and help them do that stuff. And then they got the damn, of course, you got the damn, the Georgia freaking fraud case, RICO case where Giuliani already got charged with that shit. All people get charged with that. Like, woo, these people's going down, man. People going down. They don't play with the RICO.
Rigo's going out there like it's hotcakes, man.
That's wild,
Better stay away from Atlanta. Stay away from
man.
Georgia.
Man, stay away
Things
from that
down there.
bullshit, man. And more political news, we have the Queen of Denmark, who has served the country for 52 years as queen, has abdicated her throne to her son. There was a lot of infighting, a lot of squabbling. So that she don't got to deal with that shit. She's like, I'm going to just leave the throne, give it to my son. We
Yeah.
Gucci. Of course, she don't give it. She don't leave the throne until January 14th. But salute to her. Everybody said she was the best queen ever. She was rocking and roll. Everybody fucked with her. She was a real person. She used to help people. She freaking did plays, made dresses and stuff. Like she was balling.
Yeah, now,
Like
now of course,
she really was for the people. Like she really was for the people.
now she's placing the burden on to the son in terms of
Man,
like
ain't no burden.
now
That's a responsibility. Ain't no burden. That's a
responsibility
responsibility.
now.
She was out there smoking cigarettes, drinking liquor. It's wilding. It's wilding out.
Yeah, I mean, we clean, and then when you're
And Queen was
essentially,
going crazy back then. The Queen was like, I'm still a young lady. She was out there living.
yeah, I mean, that's what we're supposed to do when you're one of the most important people in the world. When you're a queen of a queen of king within a nation, is I think that makes you one of the top people in the world, most influential. So I mean, uh, shout out to her, you
Now
know.
the Marguerite the second, man. She was out here living her life, man.
Hmm.
Of course, she's still living life, but she ain't gonna be the queen no more after that. Will she be? I don't know what she. I guess she be the queen mama. I don't know what the heck she'll
Crazy
be called.
how Game of Thrones themes
I had to look at it.
put
Hold on.
in here.
But Crown Prince Frederick will be the King Frederick after that. But yeah, she's 83. She had back surgery the other day. She was a queen since 1972. What?
Long time.
She been reigning, man. She been reigning for a long time, man. All right, let's go to the next story. All right, so in world news, apparently there's an ocean inside the Earth's crust. There's another ocean besides the ocean we know of. There's another ocean 400 miles underground, a rock called Ringwoodite. So it's an ocean beneath the ocean.
So so they're saying it's the biggest ocean, right? Allegedly.
I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's like there's a lot of water we ain't know nothing about.
3 times, right? 3 times.
Apparently, what?
Well, nothing ceases to
Yeah,
amaze
yeah,
me in
yeah.
terms
It's
of
three times the volume of all Earth's oceans has been discovered beneath the planet's surface. Yep.
so nothing seems to surprise me, but I'm definitely not surprised, especially since though Earth is mainly made of water, so kind of would make sense.
That's why I said we're going to find another ocean in the ocean.
But what's intriguing about it is that definitely the creatures that may lay in the Earth's core or in that ocean, kind of once you know what type of life forms are here within the Earth, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild to see what kind of
You know,
they're gonna
is
stuff
that
in there,
really
man.
um a city, a lost city, or you know?
Could be a sunken city, could be anything. We don't know. We don't know. That's the thing, but we might not never know. Because we don't know how far down we can actually get a ship or a vessel or a
Well,
submarine or anything there.
what we do know is that we're not to get in this fucking a death trap travel boat and
Man,
be
that's got
be crushed trying to
they,
go 15,500 miles
don't get
down,
the Scooty Puff Jr. Submarine with an
down the
Xbox
sea
controller. We know that.
with an Xbox controller and
All for an Xbox controller like
and,
that. That's a crazy part.
and barely an airplane window for everybody to see out to
Nah, nah.
see the Titanic. Rest in peace to those people, but like,
Man, rest in peace to those
like,
guys,
come on now,
those idiots.
come on now.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's go to the next story, which is this is shocking. This is real shocking. Everybody know inflation's on the rise, everything going crazy, whatever. Well, Amazon said inflation will hit us too. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get Prime TV or whatever. They said they gonna start using ads now. But if you don't want to see the ads, you gotta pay $3 a month extra to not see ads. Now, why would I want to pay $3 extra not to see ads? Of course, it's convenient, but I'm not paying money on top of the money I'm paying for Prime already. It's not see no damn ads.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of these streaming services. That's what they're doing. You gotta pay extra now if you don't want ads, and the prices getting higher, and
Yeah, it doesn't start till January 29th, but there's a change coming to Amazon Prime Video.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're gonna lose some business though sometimes, or people are
Some
gonna be
people's gonna say, "Fuck
very
it, it's $3. It's
people
less
are
like."
gonna be very selective to when to have the membership, when to cancel the membership.
Some people gonna say, "Fuck
Okay,
it, it's $3 a month. That's less than a coffee. I'll pay that just to skip the ads." That's not what I'm gonna do. That's what some people gonna do. I don't watch the ads, but I'm not paying that $3 a month. They ain't get no more money out of me. I pay for Prime already.
I
That's all
mean,
they need.
the only reason why I really have Prime is just more or less for the football season because of the games.
I use
But
my Prime for the free shipment. I love the free shipment.
oh yeah, free shipping, of course. That's one of you.
The,
But like,
the the
that's just
TV shows
mainly
is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
main
Like
thing.
Reacher is going crazy right now. Invincible, the boys, Jim B,
The
all of them
boys,
going
yeah, yeah.
crazy. Like they have good stuff out there, but I'm not paying just to skip ads. I'll watch the ads or whatever. Or I'll go a different route. I'll join the
But the thing about some of these
I'll join Jack Sparrow with the
subscriptions and
boys.
services,
They know how I
the
go.
thing I hate the most is something that you ain't gotta worry about is this fucking Apple shit. Every other day just keep hitting me up for 17.94, 17.93, even though you done pay them already, but they just keep on popping up. Like,
You know you need to check your settings and see what the fuck you pay for. Right? If you should be
I
getting charged
mean,
multiple
I
days
check
for the
them.
same shit.
I pay what's supposed to be paid. However,
When you
somehow,
subscribe to, you got like
magically,
different subscriptions.
2 to 3 days later, they're saying, "Oh, we got re up again." Like, what?
What?
That's not.
Oh,
Yes,
Apple get your ass. Apple
yes.
got
They're
you.
not. They're getting everybody.
They scared. They ain't getting me.
Um,
I got no Apple shit. They ain't getting me.
we got body sample stuff. We got you.
No, they getting all
We're
your
gonna
Apple users, man. Watch
we're
out
gonna
for them
get
scams, man.
rid
Watch
of the
out for them
do rag. We're gonna
scams,
get you a nice iPhone 17. So
man.
we're gonna make it work for you, Ro.
iPhone 17. You funny. You funny. Let's go to the big. Let's go into like one of the last things we're gonna get to. One of the biggest things they have in the last day. Well, two of the biggest things. Okay. Well, so apparently, if we're paying attention, they were supposed to release the list of people that were on Epstein Island, right? Apparently, part of the list released, and the rest of them was going to release that later date. But they kept teasing it all day yesterday, teasing it. They finally released it, going to say, "Oh, these people just because they were on the list don't mean it was at the island. They did anything. They're not convicted anything, or whatever." Which you had to put out there, cool. But the list wasn't the whole list. Apparently, they talked about Naomi Campbell was there. Stephen Hawkins was getting his sprinkle and having orgies out that bitch. It's a rumor speculation. It's not. When I say it's true, it's speculating that Steve Hawkins on there having orders and shit. Bill Clinton was there on the list like 70 something times, apparently. A lot of people on the list, but not Donald Trump. Donald Trump was not on the first list.
So
Like
there's an
it's
actual
wild.
list, right?
Yeah, there's
There's
an
an actual
actual
list.
list. Yeah. Now
And
apparently
well,
this is from earlier freaking depositions and court cases from years ago that's finally getting unsealed. Which is wild. I want to see when the full list releases and who's exactly on it. But Naomi Campbell released a video saying this is character slander. I got nothing to do with this. Stop putting this shit on me. Stop assassinating my character for no reason.
I wonder.
We're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna see.
Well, I mean, there's allegedly supposed to be like a lot of allegedly. Well, what is allegedly with that a lot of names. Everybody's a lot of exposure will come out this year in terms of things that done happened in the past, and a lot of people are gonna, um, I guess people's truths are gonna come out this year,
Yeah, apparently the
especially
list
most
is just
particular people.
it's like a set of numbers, like it's coded out, so it's like a number. The laws would be like, all right, we went from New York to wherever the island was. They were like, it won't say Mr. or Mrs. They'll say number 6054, whatever. And if you know who 6054 is, you know who that person is. If it was a male, female, whatever. And they don't have like code name, like, all right, it'll be like, all right, 6054. And one that read it will have it was like Joe Smith or Mrs. Johnson or whatever. Then I guess they'll have a code for their real name on there too. So it's coded out list. And apparently they only released part of the first part of the list. It's supposed to release more later, at a later date. Now again, we can't say these people did anything. They're just on Epstein's list of people that went this out. Now I want to see what this list, who exactly is on this list, on the full list. Once it's decoded and released everything, I want the who's on the full list, how many times they've been in, how to explain this, because the shit he was doing there, no
You know who's to
shit.
blame? You know who's to blame for this?
Oh,
Quincy Jones.
why Quincy Jones to blame for this, bro? Wow.
I'm only saying that because he started with revealing of things that he started to open the can of worms with exposing things that happened in the industry when he did his interview 3 years back, and now
Oh,
it
okay,
seems
okay, all right.
as though
Let me
it's like a trickle down effect right now.
let me say this. Some of the stuff he was saying, I don't believe was correct. Some of it.
Old people don't lie like that,
I'm not saying it was like I said some of it.
especially when you got
He
nothing
might
to
got some people confused. He might got some
lose.
people confused at that point.
You think you were confused?
Maybe. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying wrong. I don't think he's 100% right on that anyway. Some of the stuff he was saying anyway.
I
Because
think
he
Quincy's
was saying
right mind.
some really wild stuff. Now I'm going to go back and watch the interview again because I know he was saying some wild stuff. I can't remember verbatim what he was saying, but he was saying some really wild things. Now I'm gonna go back and watch it, see what he's saying, and see if my opinion changes.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, definitely the thing that we've seen recently. You gotta look back at some things and see and look at all the tea leaves that some of these interviews from the past have led to where we are today.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, now last story of the night, man. We're talking one of the craziest things that came out yesterday, Lee, 24 hours ago. Might be 2 or 3 days ago, depending on when you're watching this. When your cat, Shannon Sharp, who has Club Shay Shay, released his first interview of the year for 2024, and it was the illustrious Cat Williams. It was damn near 3 hours of an interview, if you
Yes, it
call it that.
was close to 4 hours.
Those like 2:45. He didn't release the whole 3 hour thing. It was over 3 hours. He said after in the The after show he did with Gil was it a nightcap? He did with Gil like he had over 3 hours of interview, but only did like 2 hours and 45 minutes of the damn show, or whatever. And Cat Williams did a great job in the interview. It was very eye opening, very entertaining. A lot of things were said that may or may not be true. Again, I don't know, but some of the stuff was very much so true. He exposed a lot of the people that lied on his name at Club Shay Shay, including Ricky Smiley, Sons Entertainer, Steve Harvey. But they did their interviews at Club Shay Shay. He spoke about Kevin Hart, which he didn't lie about the Kevin Hart stuff. And mind you, people always say Kevin Hart never responded, never say he was wrong, they say he was bitter. He never said he was wrong about what he said.
Yeah, I think he responded. Yeah, Williams. I think he responded to what said, but he kind of said what everybody always say when somebody's telling the truth, that they miserable or they bitter, type of stuff.
He spoke on Jonathan Majors, Tory Lanez. The Tory Lanez thing was interesting because he said, if you don't say she shot her and you the only one there, they go believe you shot her. So that's it. That's the case.
Well, he was saying,
speaking of Kelsey, saying that if Kelsey was the one that shot her, was the theory that a lot of people were going with, and Tory don't say shit, and Mag don't say shit, you the only one there. Your dumbass don't say nothing. It's on you.
Yeah, well, yeah, he never said I didn't shoot her.
So, and I mean, that's not saying that he didn't shoot her. That's just saying that he was convicted.
I'm saying
that's a theory.
I didn't do
it. That's a theory.
What I'm saying, but what's Cat saying is that if I didn't do it, I'm gonna say, well, I didn't shoot her, and I guess I can not necessarily snitching, but I'm saying if I didn't do it, then I'm saying
that's not snitching. That's setting the record straight.
Saying
that's not snitching on
he did it.
But again,
but if you don't do that, then hey, you are what you are.
It is true. Go watch the 3-hour interview. It was very interesting, very hilarious. He spoke on Sons Entertainer stealing a joke, which is very true. He stole 2 jokes. He stole Cat Williams' joke. Cat Williams did tell a joke on Comic View. There's clips on YouTube where Cat Williams will go about Cat in the Hat. You can look it up, look up Cat Williams' Comic View, you'll see the joke. For Sons Entertainer, it was the joke about the rocket ship. Driver called it the rocket ship, but that was really Cat Williams' joke. Again, go and see where he stole it from. Go look up on YouTube. We're not gonna look at him, but you can go look both clips up and see that they're the exact same joke. People say, "Oh, it's the same purpose, not the same joke." No, it's the exact same goddamn joke. There's also the "Call Me by My Initials" joke that he does in the Kings of Comedy special. That was stolen from the episode of Designer Women, season 3, episode 3. It's called Barbaricious for the TV show. You can look up the clip on YouTube. It's people posting the clips on Twitter also, where the exact same joke that Seth Entertainer says in the Kings of Comedy tour was said on air, on TV, on Designer Women in 1988, or the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, when the show came out. I'm not gonna say 80s again because I don't know exactly the year, but late 80s, early 90s, this joke was said on TV. Come a decade later, Seth Entertainer saying it on Kings of Comedy tour. Now this is a stolen joke. Unless Seth Entertainer wrote that joke for this performance on the TV show, he stole the joke. It's a stolen joke. And those that died it, not saying all his jokes stolen, but he stole those are at least 2 jokes he stole.
We know comedians might bite from each other.
That's not biting. Biting take the premise. It was like take the premise of the joke I had. Like
we not taking them verbatim and maybe changing 1 or 2 things around.
Yeah, or we could say let's say we had both have a joke about fitted hats. My fitted hat joke go blah 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 blah. Funny joke, fitted hats. and you go blah 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 blah, funny joke, fitted hats, snapbacks, and let's say fedoras. The joke, you change stuff around. You the same purpose of hats. The purpose of the joke is a hat. Hats and friends, you add just stuff to it. I do my joke. You see my joke, maybe say, hey, I'm inspired by this. Let me go add this, add that, change this, change that. I like the purpose of just more hats. But I'm not going to do your exact joke. I'm not going to go word for word your joke. I'll say, okay, I got the idea for a joke about hats from this.
Yeah.
I'm not going
So
to
it
take the
wasn't.
exact joke.
It's not. It's well.
The purpose. I'll take the purpose. I'll take the purpose of hats. I won't say, oh, I'm gonna do this joke that you had about hats, and do this, do that, change it up. No, I'll just say I got the idea about hats
So what
from this.
Cedric
Now
did,
I'll do my own thing.
what
Instead of just
Cedric did
saying I'm
is
gonna
a
just change it
rendition of
slightly.
the original joke. He did a
Instead of just
rendition
saying
of
I'm
the
gonna just
original joke.
change 2 words. It's my joke there.
It's a rendition of the original work, but he did not give him credit.
He basically interpolated. He basically sampled his joke. If it was a music interview, he would have to pay him. But sampling the interpolation, whatever you want to call that shit, he would have pay him his royalties for that shit.
I love the interview. I thought Cat Williams was brilliant. I think he came in there with a message saying that fuck all y'all, I'm gonna tell the truth, even though I'm painted out as a liar or crazy or as a drug addict, and I've been shunned or seen or been put in a certain light and canceled three different times, but now I'm here to set the record straight based upon the several interviews of guys who came on here and lied on my name, and I think
it's way too much to cover here, but go watch the interview. Go watch the damn interview. It's
yeah, you
hilarious.
have.
It's
This is a must.
we're scratching the surface of it. Like we just touching a little bit of it, but go watch the
This is a
interview.
must watch. Interview, much needed for the culture for society. I think.
Yeah,
Cat Williams for how we could how sometimes you might can call him outlandish. I think he's still one of the most brilliant minds that we have in society, even outside of him being a comedian.
he's about top 10 of
You know?
comedy. He's about top 10 of comedy. Top 10 people of all times.
And I think there's no way. I think he's the top 5 to me, to be honest. And people always talk about the certain uh his accolades, saying that they're not as to the status of Kevin Hart, saying that he hasn't transitioned into what Kevin Hart has done. And of course, he goes into the interview to talk about how Kevin Hart is essentially an industry plant. But I think the main thing with Cat Williams saying that in the world of stand up, you know, Kevin Hart can fucking clean his shoes in the real world of stand up in terms of what he gets considers the craft of stand up, and which is what Kevin Hart is supposed to be really known for, if that makes sense.
Kevin is
Like
more of
like
a
like
comedic
we
actor
give we
than
give Kevin Hart
he's
like
more
the
of a comedic
accolade
actor than
as being like a top comedian when really he's he's really just a funny actor, one of the top funny comedic actors if you think about it.
Yeah, he's a comedic actor. Now. He not saying he's not a comedian. He is a comedian, but he's more considered a comedic actor than it's like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey hasn't performed stand up in about 20 years, damn near 20 years or whatever, like actual stand up. Not to say he is a comedian because he's still a comedian, but he's more known as an actor than
Right.
comedic actor, TV show host, all that. Because he's actively pursuing the roles of the comedy.
I think that's where sometimes things get will the words get muddy a little bit in terms of who do we consider as being a top comedian and who do we consider as being one of the top comedic actors or actresses.
The thing is that it's similar skill sets, but not the same. Because you could be a great comedian and not be able to act. And you could be a great comedic actor and not be able to have a comedy show. They're not. They used to be mutually exclusive. They're not. And that's the crazy part. Like, think about somebody like Tiffany Haddish. She's more of a comedic actress than a traditional comedian.
Right.
I know she is a comedian. She does comedy, but she's known more as a comedic actress. I can't say, oh, I've seen a set by her that's quotable that I like. That I don't know any of her work as a actual comedian that I can say, okay, I can point that and say, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And a lot of well the even the comedians that Kat pointed out, like when we they do have specials. Like, okay, one of he did kind of embezzle with Cedric because he does have a special on Netflix currently.
Yeah, but
But
okay, all right.
but
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 think about all the years that he's been in comedy. He had what, like maybe 3 specials, maybe.
but there's but Kat's point is that we can't recall them, or there's nothing where will come off the tip of the tongue as to where we'll say, "Hey, I remember this special," or "I'll go back to this." But you can name at least 2, 3 Cat Williams specials that's top notch,
Okay, okay, I understand that, but the thing is, all right, like
or
I
Dave
understand these
Chappelle.
people are actors and stuff, but I would think that if you're a comedian, you had to at some point get back to being a comedian. Some point you
Hmm.
had to hit the road. Some point you had to do comedy shows. Like, excuse me, you're rusty. You have to hit some type of niche to be able to get back into comedy. Actually do it. Like, I understand you doing movies and all this other stuff, but that's where your roots are. That's what I would think you would go to.
Right, and
Like most comedians go from being a comedian on the stage and then transition to acting. But one person that acted their backwards was Marlon Wayans. He went from actually being a comedic actor to being a comedian.
really
Like,
had
he
to get
went
back
from
to
he was doing TV shows and movies before he ever actually touched the stage. And he's brilliant on the stage. But he did
he's
he
a
did the
brilliant.
opposite he did it the opposite way of most comedians. Most comedians had to grind their way up to the TV shows. He grinded his way to the stage.
It's not the Marlon Wayans. He's one hell of a producer. Mhm.
Yeah, producer, actor, comedian, like
That whole
writer,
family lineage that's talented. By the way,
very talented family.
the Wayans, yeah. And with Cat, man, like people always think that Cat is necessarily hating on Kevin Hart, when I don't think it's, well, maybe it could be a little bit hate, but a little bit envious. But it's also he's telling his version of the truth is that he's been placed in positions for him to be more success to be successful in terms of his career, um, to where some of the things that Cat Williams has done has kind of faltered uh, his career in terms of being in those top notch movies. But he was saying it's more or less in terms of him keeping his integrity, as opposed to he's saying Kevin Hart maybe not so much. And Cat Williams keeps on coming back to the theme of black men having to wear a dress and having that moral integrity to saying, "Hey, no, this is not what I believe. I'm not gonna, you know, you know, sell off some of my morals in order to do this, in order to transition to the upper echelon of stardom." If that makes sense.
Well, we've seen Kevin Hart speak about this in the past, and he said he would never do it. And then turned around a couple years later, was wearing dress and I said no. So we see that people morals and values change, the positions they hold change. And again, I say you can't change the way your outlook on things, or the way your stances on things. But I would think that would be a hard, fast thing. You would step fast thing. You would hold your morals on, hold your value on, if that's something you believe in. Like me, I'm not wearing a dress. I don't ever see myself wearing a dress unless it's a dire situation. Like if I'm somewhere naked and I don't have any clothes and that's the only thing available,
Mhm.
I'll throw it on or something. But no, I don't see myself without a dire situation or had been said to where I have to wear it, I don't think myself putting it on voluntarily.
Yeah, because the thing, what's Kevin, not Kevin, what's Cat Williams' mindset is that, why are black heterosexual men having to degrade themselves to in these roles to, do things in order to, be seen as what we call a household name or universally accepted with the world, or transition to that next
Well, some people
stratosphere.
might not feel as great. They might just say, "Hey, this is part of the role. I'm an actor. This is what I signed up for. And if I have to do this, I'll just do it just to get my next paycheck or whatever. It is what it is." I personally don't feel that way. Other people might not personally feel that way. But these certain people might say, "Hey, this is a job. I gotta do my job. It is what the fuck it is."
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah, most
that.
definitely. I think
But again, you should have leeway to say what you will and won't do as an adult. No one can force you to do anything. If you choose to do this is of your own volition. In most
mm,
cases, unless they got some background sneaky shit on your ass, and like, you gonna do this shit, we gonna fuck you over or something. Like, hey, I can't do that about that. I don't know. That's how we don't know anything about. I'm
mm.
saying if you as an adult have your own free will, and if there's something you choose to do to further your career or think is advance you in some type of way, you're well for your rights to do it. Again, me personally, I would not do that. That's not something I would choose to do. But that's their choice. They're adults. They
Well,
got
like Cat Williams was saying that, uh it wasn't his choice until they brought it up to him. That makes sense, right?
that's true. We've seen Dave Chappelle
Mm,
say, "Hey, they came to me with a script talking about where to dress, where to dress." He was like, "I ain't wait on their dress. They came with another script." See, he said that shit. Like
mm,
they'll apparently they'll push you to do these things
mm-hmm.
just to see how far you'll go if you'll break to their will. We've seen multiple people say, "Hey, they offered me a dress role. They offered me a dress role." And I'm like, "Why they offer you a role with a dress when it has nothing to do with the script?" Unless it's like Big Mom's House too, but then again, you don't have to do it anyway. Unless like something like that or Medea 28,
Yeah.
where you Tyler Perry and you choose to wear the dress because you're playing Medea or something. Why do you choose? Why you choose to accept that that's written in script? You can say, "Hey, no, let's rewrite this. Let's do this. I don't feel comfortable doing this. Let's take this out. Let's rework this or something." If that's something you're not comfortable with, when you just say, they say, "Oh yeah, they said we're gonna do the dress script, and I'm gonna do it." If you're not comfortable with it, you shouldn't have to do
Right. But not only
it.
that, I think more or less the point he was getting to is that the fact that they offer this, they always offer the dress to one of the up and coming successful uh you know heterosexual black comedians.
That seems true. That's
So
true. I can't say for sure. That seems from the stories I've heard. Yeah, that seems to be true.
I mean, one hell of an interview. Definitely go check it out. Is there anything from the interview that you took away that made you say wow? Uh, outside of maybe some of the outlandish topics, or just
Yeah, here Cat's life story had me like, wow, because I didn't know that he was homeless from 14 to like 18. I didn't know that he was an actual pimp for a certain point. I didn't know that most of his arrests were for
weed?
carrying a pistol illegally because you have to have a permit to carry your pistol,
Mm,
carry a pistol illegally to protect yourself.
mm,
Because if you're in the ghetto, you're in the hood, you gotta protect yourself at all times. But you don't know what's gonna happen to you at any time.
yeah.
And that those are some things that I didn't. I was like, wow, I didn't know these things. All I knew was that Cat Williams kept getting arrested, and all that other stuff. I didn't know he was never actually convicted of anything. I found is that he got arrested for. I thought he was a multiple felon. Apparently, he's not.
He just kept on getting arrested.
He just kept getting arrested. He was never convicted of
And
anything.
he
I'm like,
kept on
damn,
getting
all right.
out. And
Like
yeah,
how do you keep getting arrested? Like, how do you keep getting out? But apparently he know what he's doing because he's never been arrested for a felony. I was like, I can't. I remember it was a time period. Like every other week he was getting arrested. Like, how he doing no jail time? Like the fuck, what's going on?
yeah. He did jail time. He had to go to
No,
prison.
I'm talking about major jail time. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
I
like a
guess.
couple days here and there. I'm talking about maybe doing months, weeks. He didn't do anything like that. He was out for like a week or so. Like, what the hell going on?
And
Like that, I didn't know about him. I knew about his kids. I didn't know he adopted a lot of kids. That
yeah,
I
I
did
don't know
not
that at
know.
all. He adopted
That
kids.
that was very new to me.
He was,
And I didn't know he was very generous as being a promoter that holds to put people on. Like he was talking about how he would give people they did a particularly good set. A young lady would go to that person and give them money, whatever. And like,
mm-hmm.
oh, it's a mystery person doing it. And people came out like, oh, people came on Twitter like, oh, Cat gave me this, Cat gave me that. Boosie came out saying Cat gave him 15 racks when he came home from prison. Like, all right, my dude, it's for you until you get back on your feet or whatever. I'm like, that's very, very generous. That's very magnanimous of him to do that. And something I did not know about. I was like, wow, that's great stuff right there. And mind you, I didn't hear any of these stories before. Like, it's not like, oh, he did it like, oh yeah, I gave these niggas money. I did it for. He didn't do it because he just gave people money and did it out of love.
Yeah, he did for respect and I think he's somebody who's actually cares about the culture and cares about society. I think him being homeless, well, he talked about it, just gave him that outlook of being appreciative to, you know, to life and what it has to offer because he was talking about when he was homeless, seeing all the people who were homeless, um, different colors, but they all had the same story of them having a good life, but making a wrong decision with drugs, and the drugs made them stare all the way left, and then having them suck dick in the woods. And he was like, I
That's
don't want to do like I don't want to do
that's very common.
that.
I ain't lie about that. That's
Yeah.
very common, right?
And I think for him, he was also a very smart young man, um, well learned, learned talking about just giving embellishment with the reading 3,000 books what a year or something like that.
No, oh, that I think might be a slight about it, but I think it's possible because remember, from like 13 to like 19, he was homeless. Of course, I think he tried to join. I think he tried to join the military like 14, 15, something like that. Same with 17 and lied about it, but think about it from 13 to like, let's say when he joined the military at 17. You're
Mm,
homeless, you don't have nothing to do. He said he was at the library every day.
that's true.
So if you're reading the library every day, you could,
But reading nonfiction books,
yeah, fiction, non-fiction, it don't matter. If you're reading every damn day and you're
but
studying
then
every
again,
day,
you don't really have
you
nothing
don't have anything to do.
to particularly suffer steal and then go to the library. Kind of.
If you're still going to go to the library every day, you're reading every day. I'm assuming you're reading every day, like you said. Again, could have balanced, could have been maybe he read 1,000 books a year, whatever it was. I read 1,000 books a year.
He's probably just reading, so maybe that's just approximate, and maybe some things just wander.
It's possible to do. You can read like 7, 8 books a day. You could do that and read thousands a year. It's gonna be tough, but if you don't have nothing to do all damn day,
Yeah, but yeah, you don't have no obligations. It's true. As a
you're a
young
homeless
teen,
child, and all you
a
gotta
young
do is
teen, you got all that time. Then yeah,
feed yourself. Because like he said, he was like, all right, I was in the library, and he went out and stole. If you're doing stuff, all you're doing all day is from when you wake up, you go up, spend a couple hours in the library, read, and take a couple hours, figure out how you going to eat today, figure out how you going to still get whatever money you will get to feed yourself and maybe find somewhere to stay. That's all you're doing all day, every day. You have plenty of time to read. And again, the numbers might have been fudged a little bit, but it's possible to do. It's not impossible. He might have maybe read 1,500 books a year and said 3,000. Cool.
Point. Also, one of the things I didn't know is that recently I found out anyway that in Friday After Next, never noticed until recently when I watched it that Cat Williams was missing front teeth. And
Oh
then
yeah, I
he
never knew that.
actually he talked about in an interview that I think he has like I forgot, like it was some type of disease or whatever, and his teeth came out,
No,
and but
no. He said it was like a chain or something hit his mouth and knocked his teeth out.
right.
They found
And
that
he
they found a
needed a
tumor in
hundred
his
thousand
they found a tumor
to
in
pay.
his jaw.
Right, he needed 100,000 to pay to get his teeth fixed.
Man, and they get that tumor removed.
Yeah, to get the tumor removed. Yeah, get to well in order to to get that
Fix
removed
his
and
mouth,
get it
fix his
to
mouth.
fix his mouth. Period. So he needed that check from Q.
Oh yeah, he needed that.
Right.
I better go back and watch next Friday.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh,
I mean,
this is a fun episode, man. That was the last thing we're gonna talk about tonight.
yeah. Oh, one quick
Oh,
thing, one more thing.
one more thing.
I'd be remiss if we don't give praise to Lamar Action Jackson for
Oh yeah,
performing
Action
extremely
Jackson, man.
well this year. I believe he will be the
MVP front runner.
league's MVP this year. Right now he has Baltimore with a 13-3 record, best record in the AFC. He's going to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and to the Super Bowl, and definitely bringing tremendous hype and buzz to the city of Baltimore. And shout out to Lamar, also Pro
Action
Bowl
Jackson,
selection.
man.
Congratulations on that, and his other team members as well. Um, Definitely shout out to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and hopefully that they can do the thing when it
Take the
comes
Super
playoff
Bowl,
time.
man. Take the Super Bowl. It's crazy to see how many teams that were saying they don't want Lamar during the offseason when he was in talks
Yeah,
with the Ravens. Like they was like, "Oh, we don't want him. We don't need him. We don't want him. We don't need him." Look where those teams are now. A lot of those teams are sitting at home or trying to catch a wild card berth right now.
there's at least 10 teams that need services right now.
Try to catch a wild card berth any way necessary. Like, oh, this team gotta lose, this team gotta lose, and this team gotta lose, and we gotta win for us to get to the wild card. And they're like, I'm like, bro, what the hell? You could have one of the generational talents in football. What do you think? Like, no, we don't want him. We don't want him. He's not. We don't want. We don't care. We don't give a damn. We're not giving up nothing. We don't want that guy.
Well, that thinking was that he was always going to resign with us, but even still, I was still putting. I would have. I would have up the
No team actually
offer.
reached out. That's the thing.
I
Nobody
would
reached
have
out.
reached out. I would have offered where my number ones and 5 number 1s and paid them the money and been ready. At least make it tough for the Ravens to have to match wherever offer. At least put the filler out there. You feel me?
You would think
Ain't got
so.
nothing to lose.
You would think so, but we saw it play out. We saw that did not play out.
Did not play out, but everything worked out for the
And
Ravens.
they were over the best one.
It's looking pretty well, and great things to come.
Yeah, that's what I say. Salute to the boss. Salute to the Ravens.
Most
Let's get this
definitely, man.
postseason going, man.
Yes, man. What way to get the year started so far? I mean, with all these events and things that's been happening, man. Um, Again, this is Simply Awesome Podcast. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in. Definitely excited to keep on giving you guys this content for the rest of the year. Definitely new energy. It's a new year, same pod. This is what we do. Simply Awesome Podcast. Please stay prayed up and make sure CO19 free as well.
Yes.
Well, and again, talk to you guys till next time. I bid you farewell. We'll see you guys
Jesus.
soon.